everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Be sure to share this with a friend because a Kiki is always better with community. Check out the description box below and shop our love merch. Now that is out of the way, let's talk about the latest update from Miss Diana Jenkins. So she took to her Instagram account to give an update on the anonymous lawsuit that she has against the alleged bot people, the alleged troll farms. Remember, a couple months ago, there were bots or troll farms, whatever you want to call it, that were doing a racist and very threatening rant against Garcelle's 14-year-old son. There was this huge uproar where all were like, well, who's really behind this? Is it Erica? Is it Lisa Rinna? Is it Diana? Is it all three of them? Is it somebody else? There was even a theory that it was Nicki Minaj who was behind it because she was, mad at Garcelle for doing her job on The Real when she interviewed her husband's, I'll say alleged victim on the show. I don't know. There's all these conspiracies coming out, but we now see that and I'll just pop it on the screen, and I got this from All About the Real Housewives. So this is Diana's Instagram account. She went ahead and she posted I guess that's like the cover letter of the filing of the lawsuit. And she says, great news. A judge in Los Angeles today granted my request to subpoena Meta Instagram for any information that could identify the horrible people who sent those messages to a 14-year-old. Getting their email addresses, mobile phone numbers, IP addresses will be a great start to exposing them to the world. # Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So we see that the pretty mess says yes, and as we all know, the pretty mess is Erica. Also, people who commented on it was Lisa Rinna, along with Dorit. They were doing cheers, they were doing hearts, they were, cheering Diana on with this. Now, a couple of things. I want to be optimistic. I want to give Diana the benefit of the doubt that she is genuinely concerned about unmasking, figuring out who was behind Botgate, who hired the bots to do the cyber attack against Garcelle's son. Like, I want to be optimistic, but I'm also kind of confused as to why Diana thought this was her fight. That's the piece that never made sense to me. Why did Diana think that this was her fight to fight? Because quiet as it's kept, Patrick Summers came out and he said it was Lisa Rinna. Now, again, Patrick Summers, maybe somebody cut him a check to shut up and go away. Just be like, dude, say you lied. Here's some cash. Shut up, go away. Or maybe he really was lying and he never, was employed by Lisa Rinna to do Botgate. Maybe he really was just looking for 15 minutes. That could be true too. Who knows at this point, right? Who knows? But what I don't get is, why was this Diana's fight? I mean, sure, there was I always thought it was Lisa Rinna who it was her idea to do it, and Erica co-signed it, and Diana was the one who paid for it. But I'm a micro influencer. I don't think Bravo and NBC and Diana are watching my videos. I don't know. And I don't know. So I don't understand why Diana thought that this was her fight to have. That just doesn't make sense for me. Unless it really is Lisa Rinna, the ones who is behind the scenes, egging her on and using Diana's, access to lawyers, money, X, Y, and Z to do this lawsuit. I just don't get it. I could see Garcelle doing a lawsuit to unmask who did this. I could see Garcelle's ex-husband doing it, the father. I could see Lisa Rinna doing it because she was the one that everybody said really was the mastermind behind it. I don't know. What I do know is that I want to follow this because I want to see because I want to be as unbiased as I can. And I really want to give Diana the benefit of the doubt and say she's really trying to unmask these people. But if it turns out it's another Lion Air lie, going out here lying and saying that you donated $100,000 to victims when you didn't, I mean, that's just the truth. She didn't donate $100,000 of her money. That's just a bold-faced lie. It said it in her own press release. It said she will donate. They're asking for donations from the public, so that's not alleged. That's what she said in her own press release and on her own website. So, yeah, I mean, if this turns out to be another scheme, another scam, another PR stunt, another moment, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm confused on this one, guys. I still think, I know the whole thing with Nicki Minaj came out and they're like, oh, is Nicki Minaj behind the bots because she's beefing so hard with Garcelle? Maybe that's another theory. It's just that with this, I want to follow this because I really want to see if they really do unmask someone. Like, I want to see where this actually goes. I want to see where this leads. So Diana now was saying that the judge granted her request to subpoena the records. Okay, so now she's able to get the records from Meta, who, as we all know, used to be Facebook, who owns Instagram, right? They're going to get their addresses, they're going to get their names, they're going to get their phone numbers, they're going to get their IP addresses. So apparently with this subpoena, their identity should be exposed. Now, Diana, I'm going to need you to do a follow-up. I'm going to need you to come back on Instagram and tell us who you found. Tell us the whole situation. I don't want you going quiet. I don't want you doing what you did with the Lion Air victims, coming out and being like, oh, I just did it as an FU to my castmates. I just did it as an FU to them. No, you did it as an FU to them. You also did it as a way to get a tax break through a charity. And any donations that are made through your charity, I'm sure you're taking a percentage. It's called an admin fee, right? I'm sure you're taking an admin fee. And then you are the one who's deciding, based on an alleged application, which victims are worthy of getting the money and which ones aren't. It doesn't make any sense. Again, that was just a PR stunt. Even the lawyers for the victims came out, Edelson, and were like, she hasn't contacted us. It's reckless for her to make this statement without going through all the approval process. We hope this isn't a PR stunt. We're ready and waiting for her to come contact us and talk to us. I bet they're still waiting for that. So I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt, but it just doesn't, on a gut level, it doesn't make sense. It's not matching up. Like, this was never your fight, Diana. Number one, the Botgate was never Diana's fight. Lion Air was never Diana's fight. It's like she did Lion Air to appease Erica. She did Botgate to appease Rinna. It doesn't make any sense. And also, I'm confused. Why are you still doing this when all signs point to the fact that you're not coming back to the show? So if you're not even getting your diamond back, what is the point of all this? Are you running for political office and you need your name cleared? Are you trying to be a preacher or a pastor or a rabbi and you need your name cleared? Like, I'm just confused. Like, Diana, your resume literally is alleged sex trafficker, alleged madame. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Ex-wife to a disgraced financier. Roger Jenkins is facing criminal charges in the UK. That's her ex-husband. That's why he fled to Malibu, California, because he's trying to dodge his criminal court case for fraud in the UK. So I'm just confused as to who and for what are you clearing your name for, Diana? Just none of this makes sense. None of it makes sense to me. I just don't get it. Garcelle has handled it behind the scenes, privately with her family, and by all accounts, it is what it is. I just don't understand why you think this is your fight, Diana. Like, what do you need to clear your name of? Like, you need to clear your name about everything else. This one isn't it. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you confused like me and you're just like, why do you keep pushing this? Like, why are you still doing this? Allegedly, you're not even getting a diamond back. It's not like you had a pristine reputation to begin with. Like, legitimately, nobody cares. Or are you like me and you think it's actually Lisa Rinna behind it? Lisa Rinna wants, for whatever reason, to clear her own name so she can get her own diamond, and she's behind it because just because they're saying they're going to unmask and expose people doesn't mean that's the truth. It doesn't mean that's what's really going to happen. We saw that with Diana when she played in our faces and said she was donating $100K to the victims and she hasn't given them a dime, right? That was a big PR stunt that was playing in our faces. So I don't know, but you guys put it down below. What do you think? Is this just another PR stunt by Diana? Do you think it's really Lisa Rinna behind the scenes? Do you think, you know what? They're going to expose Nicki Minaj. It was her. They're going to expose somebody else. It was a fan. They're actually really going to expose someone. Let me know what you think. Put it down in the comment box below. But before you do that, guys, you know the drill. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Check out the description box below and shop the Love collection. So with that, you guys, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!